Have you ever thought about working with your best friend? Well, these two ladies do that. They're with Pure Salt Interiors in California. Going to let them introduce themselves and talk about what it's like to work with their best friend and a little bit about their aesthetic.
So I'm Allie Morford.
And I'm Lee Lincoln.
And we are best friends and business partners, co-owners of Pure Salt Interiors.
What's that aesthetic? What is your aesthetic?
Well, we're located in Newport Beach, California, and so we're known for our clean, simple, pure aesthetic. We like to infuse natural elements into our designs and keep things just really cohesive and simple.
A lot of times people think when you live on a coast, whether it's the East Coast or the West Coast and live near the beach, that you have to have a beach kind of theme, that you have to have that kind of look. How do you work with clients when they don't want exactly that, but they love your look?
No, that's a really good question. I mean, beachy can be, it could go a little tacky, it could go a little too much. We don't want seashells and, seagrass everywhere, but I think it's the layering in of the natural textures like seagrasses and live greenery and just what else? I mean, like woven light fixtures, just all those things that kind of like bring you back down to the earth will give you that coastal feel without being too like cliche.
For you as a firm, or for a consumer thinking about designing their home, what are some things you say are design must-haves?
Yeah, I think for us, like the big foundational pieces, like the things that you are going to spend the most time in, like say your couch or your dining table and dining chairs, like the things that are going to get the most use are your must-have pieces that you got to focus on and love. I think that's the most important kind of thing.
And then I would say for sure is the foundational pieces, and then every home that we design, we got to bring in that greenery, we got to bring in the plants, trees. That's what brings that natural life to a home and really gives it that what we call pure salt feeling, that pure salt vibe.
So from a color standpoint with Pure Salt, and I understand the naturals, color does also play an important part of that in some ways, in different ways for different people. How do you infuse color into people's homes?
Yeah, good question. I'm a little scared of color. I don't like a lot of color. I think we gravitate towards like the natural palette. But we love bringing in like the natural pops of color, so like the green in the trees and green and greenery. Anything that's sort of naturally occurring, like a indigo dyed linen that's like got a like washed out kind of blue tone. So anything that's natural.
Doesn't feel forced.
Doesn't feel forced, yeah, not too bright. I think that's how we like to infuse the color into our spaces.
And one last question is about your personal design aesthetics and how you live and what you must have in your own homes.
We're moms with young families. We have a lot of clients that have families, so function is key for us, but also for our clients, and we really keep that top of mind when we're designing. And I would say that's the fun part too, like that's the challenge. It's like bringing two things together to make it right for one family is one of my favorite parts of the job.
I love to be in a clean vibe, so thank y'all both for joining me.
Well, thanks for having us.